at topside Oklahoma trying. Break, break. 125 here. 125 up here, Kentucky. They're waiting to hand at your fella.
Hey, it's me Shane, Gemini Garage, and got another radio to check out here today. While I was in the box the other day checking out the 148 with the Redco and then the Radio Shack TRC 482, I decided to check this one out here too. This was in the box too. This is the Cobra18 WXS-T2C. Says on the side right there, so a Cobra in some of their model numbers. Anyways, these radios here are about the mid-2000 vintage, 2010, 2011, I think, somewhere in there. They may date a little before that, but I'm not sure what board is in these ones here, but a lot of people kind of bag on these radios because, you know, they're just kind of the newer style, and, you know, they didn't have a lot of audio, and they weren't something that people bought and modified, but otherwise they were actually pretty good radios. They got the weather stations on there. For a cheap, inexpensive radio, I got two of these in box like this that were kind of like a manufacturer refurbed or whatever. And I got a couple of those for like $59, you know, shipped. So for something like that, that's got the weather stations on it, you know, you get one of those little dummy antennas, dumb antennas, and hook this thing up in your garage or in your shop someplace. Good monitor radio. Just you know, you really can't beat them for the price. And like I've said in some of my other radio reviews / overviews, you can still get these things. So you know, we may as well in the radio community still do unboxing and some reviews and overviews on these, because you can still get them basically brand new in the box. So might as well you know, check them out, since there's so many of them that are still out there. So the only problems these boards were known for having was some cold solders here and there, but if you know what to look for and where the solder problems are, you can look that up. It's not such a big deal. Pretty much the only problem they had, these have one of the first radios to have a little scan feature on it, where you can kind of scan back and forth between one channel and the other. So yeah, cool little radio. So I'm going to rearrange my camera here, and we'll check it out. Stick with me. Alright, we're back. So let's open this thing up. Here's a good look at the box, so you know what you're getting when if you see one of them somewhere for sale. You kind of have a good idea what you're looking at there. Like I said, they're kind of, you know, a newer, cheesier little radio, but yeah, there's something kind of cool about them, and I'm not quite sure what it is. So maybe it's just kind of got that more of a vintage, you know, because it's got the LEDs, you know, for the signal and all that. I don't know. Okay, so we got this kind of packaging here. And again, I got two of these in the box like this for like $59 shipped, so can't beat that. Just your standard style Cobra microphone here. Okay. So there we go. That's what it looks like there. It's got a external speaker jack on the back, and that's it. So this has a dual watch, a sound tracker, compander / button, a scan button, volume, squelch, channel 9 and 19, and your weather station button. So okay, let's I'm gonna get my power supply out and hook this thing up and see what we can hear on it. So okay, well, like I said, I haven't had this radio turned on in a while. I can't even remember the last time I had it out. I think I probably bought it when I got it a few years ago. I probably made sure it worked, and that was probably the end of it. Like I said, these radios, you can still get them, you know, pretty much brand new in the box, so someone might as well be kind of checking them out and doing a review or an overview on them. That way you kind of know what you're getting, because some of these radios came out, you know, before there was a lot of YouTube reviews and videos and stuff on them. So like I said, there's a lot of them laying around out there, so here we go. Sounds like she's working.
Sold them at 21, and you know, hell, 5-card drop. They'll let you play somewhere. You know, I just like.
That's with the companion on and off.
They should put you on the back step for a minute, and then put you back up there in the front. He trying to say, see what bubble gum, I let him go. Chop down, right there, chop down,
Bye bye. Well, there you go. And like I said, this is the reason I wanted to kind of show this little radio off. It works really good. It's got a pretty good receiver on it. It's got some weather channels on it there. It doesn't have a lot of features on it. I mean, it doesn't have a mic gain. It's pretty much, you've got your dual watch here. You can set this thing and have it kind of flash back and forth between 2 channels. I've forgotten how to operate that on here, but it does have that feature on here. So you got your dual watch here, your sound tracker / companion button here, and your scan button here. And then you got your volume, your squelch, and then you got a channel 919 here, and then you've got a go to your weather channels here. So there you go. The Cobra18 WXST2C. So there you have it. I'm going to pause this thing real quick and pop the cover off of it real quick so we can have a look inside. It does have a 4-pin front-mounted microphone, so that's actually kind of cool. So let's see here. Okay, well, I went ahead and decided to take the top cover off on this. I'm going to pop the bottom one off too. Like I said, the only thing, only problem that these radios were ever really known for is having some cold solder joint problems. So if you have one of these and something on it doesn't work quite right, and you need to check for a cold solder joint, and you should be good to go if you can fix that. So some of these went back to the factory and got fixed, and then were sold as, you know, reconditioned. I think I'll look it up and see if there's any link or any exact specific place, and I'll try and put it in this video if I can find an exact spot that you're supposed to look for the cold solder. But other than that, these really aren't known for having any other problems in that, and they seem to work pretty good, as you heard. So once again, something cheap that you can maybe get for $20, $30, $40, new in the box still, kind of hard to beat. So I'll kind of try and get a little close up of the top of the board there just for the hell of it. There you go. And I'm going to put this lid back on here real quick. Okay, now you also need to remember that this is there's no speaker in the top or the bottom. This is a front firing speaker right here, so that's another kind of cool thing. And this is, I believe, double DIN size, so this is like the same size as like a you know, like a CD player or a cassette player or something, you know, from like, you know, the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. And let's see if we can get a little better look at this in here. Not a lot in there. It's not a what you would call a heavily populated board there. Flip it around so you can have another look at it from the other angle there. And don't know if it says on here. Oh yeah, this actually says, let's see, this is a 18 WST 2012412 KEPC 461E3. Yeah, there's some numbers and some markings on here at least, so I don't know if there's a date on here. But I'm thinking these are from sometime around like early to mid 2000s. So, all right, I'm going to put this thing back together here real quick. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, well, I guess there's only one thing left to do before I wrap it up here, and that's take this thing out in the garage and hook it up to the tiny antenna there and see what it sounds like over the other radio here, just for the heck of it. So, I'll be back. Okay, let's see what it sounds like. I'll be right back.
Okay, once again, the Cobra WX18, whatever the rest of the model numbers are. Check, check, 1, 2. And another check here of the Cobra WX18. And again, no mic gain or anything on here, just taking the stock Cobra microphone and holding it about 2 or 3 inches away and just talking in a normal tone. So there we go. Audio check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. All right.
Okay, well, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I just kind of, like I said, I wanted to sort of show this little radio off. There's so many of them laying around out there, along with a lot of other radios. It's a shame not to put them to use. And a lot of people that, you know, are younger, or maybe you've just been out of the loop of radios for a long time, kind of don't know which is which. Like I said, these radios kind of got picked on because they weren't, you know, an older style Cobra radio, but it definitely has its advantages. It's got the front firing speaker over here. It's got your 4-pin standard Cobra microphone jack. It's the double DIN size, so it should fit where your kind of 80s, 90s, early 2000s cassette deck CD players, radios would fit. So, and then it's got the weather channels on it. So a lot of cool little features for something you could probably pick up for, you know, 20, 30, 40 bucks, you know, maybe new in the box, you know, kind of depending on what the market's doing. So, and don't forget, great gift idea. All these old radios laying around out there, you know, somebody that likes to tinker, you know, a kid or maybe even an older person that used to be into radios, great gift idea, you know, to get somebody going into radios again. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up, and hope you are motivated to either pick up a radio or break yours out and get it fired up. And until then, we'll see you in the next video. Shane, Gemini Garage.